Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously.
There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
Hi guys, welcome back. Last episode we found out that the knife is not a knife, and in fact it's a feather, which explains a lot. In this episode we're going to go through more suspects, but something that really bothers me is the cracks, and you've seen it in the intro. I have a theory on why they're all cracked. So let's find out, but let's start with Felix. He's pretty suspicious. And ask about the paint, because that was another suspicion we had.
About this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, now
I
with
did.
it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Accusing you? Okay, it's not your paint pot, buddy. Okay, is that the right color? It has a wrong lid.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
All right, so let's go back to the paint. His lid. Hold on. This is his paint, and this was Freya's. And in fact, but this is the one that's the culprit here, because that doesn't match that. So, something to compare directly with the red paint. Something to do to compare directly with the red paint. Okay, so we need to compare. So I would say we would have to take Freya's, right?
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. So, that was Freya's paint. Wait, hold on. What we have here? Freya's. Okay, let's see. Freya's red paint pot. Was broken or was stolen and replaced. Yeah. So Freya's red paint pot. What's this? Let me do that. Freya's moving. Yeah. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot. Right? Yeah, of course. Was stolen and replaced with, what else did we have? Is that the same as? If I switch this one, no, I can't. Okay. Yeah, it was Felix's red paint pot, and but the lids were swapped to hide it, I believe. Yeah, because that lid's, yeah. So, yeah, Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it. So because he quickly jumped to that.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Could be. All right, what do we have here? Why is Felix stealing Freya's paint relevant to the murder? Well, because the bottle we found out, the one that Freya had, was analyzed by Fifi and it had blood in it. So if that was actually his, there was blood. So, this red paint pot was somehow filled with blood. Before Freya used to paint Flora and emptied out onto the floor after Freya used to paint Flora. So this red paint pot was somehow filled with, what else do we have here? Was somehow filled with blood. But Freya, no. And then locked before Freya used it to paint Flora. Yes. So this red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora. That sounds like it makes sense.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Okay. So... Alright, so... That is weird. Somebody put blood into Freya's... Well, the swapped bottle of paint. Is there anything else we can ask him while we're here from all the other... So we've done that suspicion. We've done the Flora suspicion as well, I guess. Let's ask about
These
that.
drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
Okay, something happened to the bird. Yeah, that's why she's all quiet. All right, so we are done here. We found something dodgy about the paint. Great. We went to Freya's. We've done this side. Let's go to this side. Let's go here. There's the piano in there. All right. Okay. Oh gosh.
Are you a ghost?
Sally! That's rude! Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice. I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, If you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
Okay. It's your statement.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
So Fifi was crying. You remember that she was we think there was like a triangle thing happening, that she was jealous of Freya or Poppy. She was jealous of Poppy and Fitz, and it's kind of weird. There's a lot happening with this family. Okay, let's ask about Freya.
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Fifi.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
That's describing how she's not free to go, whereas she's very free. Let's Fitz.
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
Okay, that's referring to how he's very much in love with nature. Okay, Felix.
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make round a room?
Okay, that's referring to how Felix really wants to go and travel and go into, be an adventure, and he's stuck here. Okay, Flora.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling, stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Okay, so that's her morning talk show.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Okay, that's weird. That's interesting. Orchestrator, pulling strings. So maybe she's not really just, a bystander here. Maybe she's actually more involved than we think. And Poppy has a sense of it. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's gonna give poetry for every single evidence. Let's go with this.
When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
Okay.
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do. Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
Well, wasn't it Fitz that mentioned that Flora was bent on the floor, like she was on the floor? Is it possible that Flora picked up all the stuff that fell? And maybe the gramophone was involved as well? Like maybe something happened that Freya was pushed back and everything, or like like something like wind or like a tornado or something. I don't know. It's kind of strange because again, the case file and everything it seems like everything is set up. The whole scene was set up. Okay, let's go on to...
That belongs to Flora, I think.
Yeah, we got that.
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Okay, so no, Fifi's definitely jealous of the time she spends with Fitz.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
Okay. Kind of want to ask why she's not in there. Let's ask her.
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
Wait, I need to think about this. Didn't someone say that Freya was looking for something? That note.
Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you.
Yeah, the letter said, is it all, are you sure? Like, I'm wondering if Freya was looking for something. Maybe that thing that the detective was hired to go help and look for. Because that tape was in the garden. And she wanted to record. So that was Freya probably singing in the tape. Okay.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
Oh, I think it is your tape. You definitely recorded yours. Let's not with this.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Okay. All right. I think. Oh no,
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
What? It says PP plus FF. Okay. What else should we talk about? Maybe the bird.
How sweet.
No, okay. She doesn't know anything about this. The gramophone.
It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
Okay, interesting. And a photo.
I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
Okay, now I'm getting really suspicious of Hawkshaw because, yeah, let's just leave her for a second.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
Awesome, let's go. Oh wait, we haven't checked out this room still.
I wonder what's in there.
Okay, we'll do that later.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Yes.
Let's ask her about it.
Actually, we'll do that later. Let's just check out this room first. Yeah, no, that was suspicious. Why? Because we figured out through this picture that this is the same diary. One of the same. It's like exact. Oh, I keep going backwards. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's the same. The star. So why was it in Fifi's room? This is obviously Freya's. She's holding it. So we will ask that later. Let me just quickly look around. What's this? Music.
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably while they're on the floor.
Okay. Anything else?
Whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Okay. So, horn statue, a shiny statue of a strange creature holding a large horn. There's a noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's horn. Yeah, everything is cracked. Inside the horn and on the ground below are various. Okay. All right. This is clear now. I think this is becoming clear. Either whoever hired, now we think it's Felix, Percival, who hired Hawkshaw based on Fifi's drawing in her room with the connection of, between people in the tower. I think someone is looking for something badly. Obviously, we know they're looking for something. And Hawkshaw was hired. She's probably been snooping around everywhere. Therefore, why everything is cracked. It's possible even the pots of paint were broken, like thrown or something. The gramophone has been cracked. That's been cracked. It's like as if the person looking for whatever they're looking for, they're looking in all these places. This is what it looks like now. Okay, so maybe it's not so mysterious.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty. So I'm guessing nobody.
Anything else in this room? There's like nothing for us? Nothing like interesting? I think that was the most interesting feature.
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Okay, we are going to go and confront Fifi. Absolutely. All right, Fifi. You don't fool me.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Oops. Sorry.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's not a diary at all. It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it. It's somebody else's
It's somebody
diary.
else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Okay. We know exactly what it's comparing to.
Let's take a closer look at this.
So, here we go. This blue book, somewhat. What? Somewhat? No, it must be that. It's the same thing as. Wait. The Secret Diary. This blue book, yeah. This blue book is the same thing as the Secret Diary. Which proves it belonged to Freya.
This blue
There we
book
go.
is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Because you're like jealous, or you're like, I don't know. All right. Maybe there was something in there she didn't want. Why would Fifi be hiding Freya's diary? So maybe there was something in there she didn't want anyone to know. Was always suspicious of, destroyed, thought there wasn't, didn't want anyone to see. So, Fifi didn't want anyone to see, is that it? Didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary. Right, yeah. You're in the garden, that's suspicious too. Why would that be there? Huh. Yeah.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
All right, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Oh, it's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Okay, Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Soul Bearer. Is that like one of those wind catchers kind of thing? We did see something in her room. Hold on, we'll go back to that. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5. Eyes blacked out. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple. So she figured out the harp. She figured out the harp in the garden. So she is looking for something. I saw them. All 5, eyes blacked out. Interesting. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. Despite everything, I still have a promise to she could do, that could be Flora's painting or portrait she's talking about, this part here. But this part is interesting because what did Hawkshaw say? Now, this is now my theory. The painting is a painting, an abstract painting of Hawkshaw. It looks eerily similar to her in every way. And that's why Hawkshaw mentioned that Freya's a smart one. She figured her out. I think Freya had already foreseen all this somehow in her dreams, and maybe that's why she was trying to look for whatever it was that maybe Hawkshaw was there to look for. And that's probably why she's probably been dealt with. I don't know. I mean, it could be either Fifi being really evil and like this really evil little child who went out for Freya out of jealousy. I don't know, but I think she'd be more smarter than that, maybe. Fifi would definitely do it more intelligently, I think. But this seems like something that the person just happened to be in the middle of. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw that bothers me. I saw them, all 5. Eyes blacked out. Okay, and then she needs something here. Soul Bearer works. I have 2 now, need 2 more. So we need 4 altogether. But then here it goes, surprisingly simple compared to the harp. Okay, there is some kind of order to this, definitely. Okay, interesting. That was very useful information. So let's go to Copy's room now. Which one is her? Is that her? That was not there before, these 2. Let's go here. Oh, and it's like opposite of Fix. Interesting, and that's the thing we can't get to right now. Peace room. This is actually surprisingly like one of the nicest rooms. Like I'm gonna say it. Freya's was really creepy. It was like some kind of horror room. This one is actually nice.
There's a name for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright.
Okay, and then we have bed.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
There's like is that a sun?
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
Hey, we saw similar. Yeah, there's eyes everywhere. Look at that. We saw something similar. Let's get back here for a second. We saw something similar in Freya's room, didn't we? No, she had this. Are these soul bearers? I wonder. I'm curious.
Just
now.
little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
No, is that a soul bearer? It kind of reminds me of like a wind catcher. What was it? Wind catchers? I'm talking about. Okay, so we'll go back. There's nothing here. It looked like it though. I thought she had something drawn here too. Such a weird room for an artist like that. Getting inspiration. It's interesting. Okay, what's in the closet?
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
Okay. What's this?
Gloomy.
But roomy.
Yeah, exactly. Surprisingly. It's like one of the nice rooms.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
Yeah, this is interesting. She's putting an eye everywhere. As if like to ward off evil or something, warding off something. Okay, what's this?
It's a metronome for keeping time.
Okay, let's look closer. Oh,
It's
okay.
ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking. Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Okay, use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. Like this. Oh, okay. So I don't think it matters in order. We just have to like put them all up there. Okay, got it. Let's do that. And then we have to like... Okay, and then... Oh. No, no! Almost. There.
There we go.
Perfect. What happened?
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
Aha! The ripped photo shows a young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. Yeah, the rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in Freya's room. We must confront Poppy. Yes.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Keep confronting everybody. That's right.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
Oh, we can prove that. You used to like that color. Yeah, there you go. That's the first one. You used to like these colors. Somebody gave it to you as a gift. Nope.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
Yes. There we go.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. So, oops. What's the connection between these two clues? Well, the pink cassette tape is... found at the crime scene matches the blonde... Can we... Right. The pink cassette player that was found in Poppy's... No, wait. The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy on this old photo.
The pink cassette
There.
tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
So we will definitely prove it. There you go.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
The photo proves Poppy's the murderer. No, Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now. I would say she doesn't want to look like
Poppy
that.
doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Is it possible that Freya, was startled by somebody while she was painting? Like, the person went to go check out the room to find something, and then, I mean, she fell right by the painting, which is really bizarre. Or someone struck her? But how could a gramophone break like that? I mean, that seems a little absurd. Let's go in this room. Oh my. You are weird. Okay, I love the birds though. Oh, poor things though. Why are they all cooped up in one little cage? That's kind of fun, the reflection. Okay.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape, you're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel? Where to?
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz.
What?
He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much easier to stay out of it altogether.
That's a weird match. It's not really a match at all.
I awoke early and headed down into the greenhouse to see Fitz. He's always there, crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That, and he has a great deal of work to do every day, watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course. And they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I.
So, PP could also be Penny Pointer. It's like a love triangle here. Okay.
Sometime in the evening, I left the aviary and headed back towards my room. But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Okay, interesting. Tell us about Freya.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
Okay. Didn't she say she was 20? Did I misunderstand that? Because now she said for her 21st birthday, so that must be recent. That must have been like now. I think I misunderstood that. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna ask about Fitz.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
Okay.
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Okay, definitely love triangle here. Okay.
She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. You don't need to.
No. It's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Yeah, we got that. He doesn't. But it was interesting that somebody pointed out that they thought it was weird that Penny arrived with Felix, where her statement seems pretty natural. She just happened to go the stairs and Felix was there. So I don't know. That's weird.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert, truth be told. Studied them professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it.
Okay.
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Okay.
Professor Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
Okay, yes. All right. So it is confirmed. He is, in fact, the one who hired her. Portrait.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling, don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
Okay.
Oh,
Does she know
that's
anything about
rather
that?
sad.
Okay, so she has nothing, no idea. Let's ask about something. About the birds, maybe?
Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Wait, what happened to it then? What happened to it? Okay, let's ask about this.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
She's not very empathetic, is she? Or sympathetic. She's kind of just pretending. This photo.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
Oof, the lens, if that's wrong.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so maybe she's not so great. I don't think she'd know anything about this. What about this letter?
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
She knows nothing, basically. Oh, the trouble.
Did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Oh, maybe she gave it to him and he just put it away? Wow. A lot of love there. Okay, I'm gonna leave her with all this. What about the harps?
I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
Boggy. That's right, girl. That's Boggy. Okay, we are gonna leave this out on this one.
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
Okay. Interesting. And what about this
Ooh,
fruit?
delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look.
Okay.
We can get into Penny's room now.
Now, like, right now?
Go later. Because I want to look around.
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Okay. I find this really cruel, by the way. 3 brightly colored birds in a heavy ornate cage. So these must be very special birds that she keeps them tied up. It's like, it looks like a toucan. Why is it turquoise? And this is a funny looking bird. It's cute. Got like a little flower head. Little beak. Okay, that's weird that she has them like that, but then she has all these ones free.
They're bird cages. But the birds are coming and going freely.
Exactly.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
What about this?
My little writing desk. It's kind of cute.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's torn a page out of the middle.
There's a page missing? Okay, what about this butterfly?
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Look, it's red and it's got red and black, like the painting. Interesting. It looks evil. Oh, look, we have this. I didn't notice this before. Oh, what is this? These are is this the statements? Oh. Wait, I didn't know we had that. Hold on. So we can compare everyone's statement. Hold on a second. She went there and then she went up there. What was Felix was the one that was weird to me because, yeah, so he did go there. Interesting. Aksha, I've got my doubt on her. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Wait, how do I... In the last game, I remember we could say there was something suspicious about somebody and we could check them off. I'm not really sure if this one, there's any meaning to that. Like, I don't really know. Okay. So, I think we are done here.
What's those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh,
Okay, all right. I wait. Why is there a magnifying glass there? Oh no, that was Fifi's room. That was her like big mind. Okay, yeah, that was a big magnifying glass. So wait, is this the game like telling me to go there? So I have to ask. I gotta ask before we stop this for now. For this episode, I kind of have to ask about Penelope. To Fitz. Where is she?
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
and how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
Okay. Oh, we never asked about Poppy.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, okay. Now, you asked them about that. What can we ask? Is there anything relevant to him that we should ask? Maybe about the bird?
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized. What's with the broken glass?
Yeah, thanks. Something broken there.
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they like her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Oh, we should have asked Penelope about the birds. Okay, let's go back. I think we're done here. I don't think he has anything to say. No, wait. Painted models? No, let's go back. And then we'll stop. So let's come here. Ask about the bird, because we got that piece of evidence after.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
Sally. Super funny. Okay. And before we stop for the day, I keep going back. I want to ask Poppy about Penny. There is a love triangle here, definitely. Oh, oops, sorry. I need to click on her.
feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Okay. I was hoping for some more juicy information, but I guess she's referring to how she's light, but she's in a cage, and okay, that's weird. All right. Anything else I can ask about her? We never asked about the photo, like specifically. What
I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
That's what we thought. Oops.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective.
Okay, yeah. So maybe she was protective over Fitz, right? Maybe it's a framing, like she framed Poppy.
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
Okay. All right, guys. I think we're gonna stop here. We found out a lot in this episode. So thanks for joining me, and we will continue next time. Bye.